What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Chocolate, and I'm back with another video. Y'all, this gonna be a mukbang with this elote, this Mexican corn. I love these corns. And I haven't had one in a while, so y'all, bear with me. And yeah, so today is gonna be like a story time. Um, and it's gonna be the time that I got arrested. And I got arrested. The crazy, it wasn't even my fault that I got arrested. And my mama had to come. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. So I got arrested because me and my sister decided to ditch school. So I was already in violation. And I got arrested because we went with her friend to the Long Beach Mall. If anybody familiar with LA, Long Beach, or whatever, y'all know. And her friend decided to go into J.C. Penney's and steal a duffel bag and fill it up with Guess jeans. Now, mind you, I'm not even with them when they get caught. So we out the store. We walking back to the Metrolink to go home, and this guy say, "Hey," and I'm so lost. When I say I'm lost like, hey, and I'm like, he the rapist, he the killer. So we start running. Then all of a sudden we hit the corner, and we run into this other guy, and bam, like boom. And it was like loss prevention or whatever. So they handcuff us and take us to this little room in the mall. And my sister and her friend boo-hoo crying. And I'm sitting there like, he like, oh, you Billy badass, huh? You badass. You ain't gonna cry. You ain't scared. I'm like, no. I'm not scared because I didn't do nothing wrong. He like, so you didn't know they was coming in here to steal? I said, no, I didn't know nothing about them coming in there to steal. And he gonna say, yeah, well, I just want you to know you the one going down. So they separated us, right? They ended up separating us, trying to scare me, right? Give me some scare tactics. So I'm sitting there still, boo-hoo, badass, laughing at the man, or whatever. He like, so yeah, he said, yeah, we got a place for people like you. You just a little badass, huh? I'm like, whatever. He's like, how you gonna feel when I call your mom? I was like, call her. And then I started thinking like, girl, you way in Long Beach and y'all live in Watts. Your mama is gonna beat you down. So then I started talking. I'm like, wait, listen. I didn't do nothing wrong. He like, you the accomplice. You was the lookout. I said, how am I the lookout when I was nowhere looking? I didn't even know where they was. We went in the mall and went totally different ways. So, long story short, they end up calling our mom. And when they called my mom said, take him to jail. I'm not coming to get him. So I don't know what y'all gonna do. And she hung the phone up. We was like, oh, we going to jail. My sister was boo-hoo crying, y'all. I'm talking about she was crying so hard, she made me feel bad. So I was like, y'all know this is messy, but it's so good. So I was like, when I called my mom back, and they was like, no, you only get one phone call. I mean, they was treating us like real prisoners. And another man came in there. He was like, yeah, we're going to call your mom. And he going to say, well, ma'am, unfortunately, we can't take them to jail because I think a parent needs to come get them. It was only a certain amount of money or whatever. So, long story short, she said, I'm not driving to Long Beach to come get them. So, The man said, well, we're going to put them on the train, but we need you to be there when the officer get off the train and let them off. So she was like, all right, I'll be there. So long story short, they put our ass on the train. Then nobody get on the train with us. So we get on the train. I get off at the next stop. I said, I ain't going home. I told my sister, I said, you going home? She said, I'm going home. I said, well, you go on. Because, see, I knew my mama. She was pissed off. And if we'd have went there, we'd have got beat down. But if you let some time go by, you know, she might say clean up the house or do something like that. So, unfortunately, it was getting dark, so I had to go home. So my sister wouldn't walk home from the train by herself. So, when we got home, we hit the gate. My mama was waiting on the porch. She had that belt in her hand. I walked right up to the gate. And I told my sister, have a nice life, because I'm not walking in at the gate. I took off running. My mama came out that gate. She took her shoes off. I said, oh, she finna chase me. It's over. So I started booking. I ran all the way down the street to the Gap. And we lived in this gated community. And, well, it wasn't really gated. It was like surrounded by this big, huge brick wall. And it was like a section in and a section out. Or you can go either way. And I was in a Gap. And it was getting dark. And I was standing there. And she said, so you gonna make me chase you? I said, you gonna hit me? She said, yeah, I'm gonna hit you. I said, then you gonna have to chase me. My sister at the gate, boo-hoo crying, don't run, you making it worse. I said, no, I ain't. So I must have stayed outside till about 11, 12 o'clock at night. Mind you, I was like 14 years old, 13 years old. And my mama, she went in the house, she closed her door. And she was done. So, the craziest thing ever, it started raining. And when I say it started raining, it started pouring down raining. Okay? Mind you, I don't have no shelter. No umbrella. No jacket. So I knocked on the door. I asked Mom, can I come in now? I'll take my whipping. It's cold. I'm soaking wet. She closed the door in my face. She said, oh. She came back to that door. She said, I ain't got to whoop you because God will get you every time. I was like, dang, I done messed up. It wasn't no signs of rain nowhere. Do you hear me? It was wintertime, but it wasn't no signs of rain. So, long story short, she let me in the house. And she told me. I just stood in the living room. I said, I'm finna get a whooping. I already know it. She said, go clean the kitchen up. And then clean both bathrooms. And then clean the living room. Then clean out the toy closet. She put me to work. Do you hear me? By the time I got through from working, it was the next day. Guess what? And it was time to go to school. So imagine me being up all night at school. Up all night cleaning up and then have to get up and go to school. Never went to sleep. And she said, and if a teacher called me and tell me you went to sleep in class one time, that's your ass. I said, dang. Oh, well. That was the day I learned never, ever, ever to diss school and get on somebody's train and go to a mall when I ain't have no business even being out of school. And you know what's the crazy thing about it? We was in that mall for hours and no grown up or nothing said anything to us like, why y'all here? Where's y'all parents? You know, it was a recipe for disaster. It was. But needless to say, those are the things that shape your future for today. And I just thank God my kids ain't nothing like we was when we was there. We was pure daredevils. Mm-hmm. Oh, this this is so good. Oh, that pepper got some. Mm, 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 mm. But yeah, I was something else when I was young. I wasn't a bad kid, but I was very adventurous. Like, I did my share of things, I should say. I'm making a huge mess. Oh, but this is good. What is this? Chili? Chili powder get you every time. Taking it down. I should have did the don't wipe your mouth challenge with this corn. Well, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Miss Chocolate's World. I'm your girl, Miss Chocolate, and I love you guys so much. To all my chocolatiers, thank you for loving and supporting my channel. And to my future chocolatiers, like and subscribe so you can become a chocolatier. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we upload our new videos.